No, I'm going to come from early. No, I'm going to come from glasses spider. Alright, the last right here. Turn it over to the Yaba and Dingo. Give it up.
Hello, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Mommy said I have to talk to something in the public. I have to talk properly. You know what the box we get for talk bad in the public. Everybody alright? It's always my pleasure to come and hang out with you guys and share nothing sweeter than home. So yeah, anytime I have a chance to come and get some energy exchange with you guys, I look forward. We're going to Antigua with me tonight. Where you come from?
Sweet
town. Sweet. You didn't look like nobody. I know I did the thing with Antigua. You were watching say, you look like a Myra. I came and I went downstairs to get my bag, put my coat away. I wanted to ladies downstairs say, I had a little boy for you, lady. Little boy for you, lady. Forward. But that's how it works. One time we went straight out to look for anti-Pearline. And mommy, anti-Pearline at the time was 104. And when we come on the corner, she outside the stoop down in the garden. And she look up and see mommy and say, oh, the little black one for Vanjie. Mommy was like 60-something years old at the time. I was like, wow, not the change, huh? You ready? This is just for me. This is, if you guys enjoy it, great. But this will get the butterflies out and get the nerves out, okay? No, I'm crying. Let's He sits to me like a tired old warrior contemplating his youth. Of battles lost and won and of his search for truth. Imagining myself as him and traveling back in time to see America in technicolored black and white. When Ku Klux Klan burned crosses in the night in response to our black demands were mute and southern magnolias were dead, castrated peculiar fruit. When Jim Crow sign showed us of water fountains and before Martin Luther climbed his mountains. Hey, that makes so much noise, man. That wasn't a part of the poem, tell that that make nice. To all of this and countless more walk this old man who sits next door. With skin so full of melanin, the South must have been rough for him. He must have swallowed all his pride to take America in stride and still be here at 86. In spite of all the stones and sticks they used to try to break our bones and Hoover's taps on Julie's phones and all the blood and spilling runs on US manufactured guns and all the lying presidents. And all the times they raised the rent. And all the blacks to war they sent to die for them. And all the sellout niggas who lie for them. To all of this old man walked and still to sit and hear him talk. His strength remains. His pride remains. His love remains. His stride, it remains. He died this year, but I will not forget. And I haven't forgotten you, mother dear. The wailing of your cries is lit within my ears. I haven't forgotten the way it felt to only have your child for a while and fear the auctioneer becoming human still. I remember your womanhood. You could pick 50 sachets of sugar cane and cotton. I haven't forgotten. You could face the whip. 3 months within a ship, founding fathers invading hips, stealing your sons and daughters away. Today, African names become Smith, and black people seem to love it. And are willing to sit and watch them colonize you, imperialize you, globalize you, and Tarzan movie trivialize you. But the warmness of your tropical womb I still remember. sucking raw melanin from your breast. Mount Kilimanjaro's peaks, my cheekbones, black skin, nose and lips survived the ships and whips and founding fathers invading hips. So may see both of your faces today too. I'll make them remember what they did to you. You guys don't run me off the stage, I will stay, okay? So give me a look when you're done, okay? I'm reading from a collection. Yes, I have it for sale because I'm a full-time artist and we always have something to say. You can buy this if you'd like. This is called Fully Tongue Heavy Like a 56. Okay? So since we're talking dialect. I'm a historian and I'm right in the process now of researching on family history. Nobody knew anything. I remember the day I called Mommy and them from Antigua over by Ebenezer Church Rectory, where I went and found the old book of them. And I remember calling them. This is like 2007. And I'm looking through the book and I see my great-grandmother, Razaman Guy, who used to call Razzie, I used to bang up man. Right? He used to bang up man, right? Yeah, I've heard of she's legendary. Anyway, I find in the book, I found her death certificate, but then I also found my grandmother's birth. And I found nobody knew, Mommy and didn't know what their grandfather's name was, only knew his name was Garrett from Freetown, that's his nickname. So I found his name in the book, and I remember talking to my Uncle James on the phone, who at that time was in his 70s, and telling him that the reason his name is James, because his mother named him after his father, and he didn't know that. And he was 73, 74 years old. That is the legacy of bondage for us. But in the process of doing that, I met, when we first came, I don't know why we don't like to talk about it, but there's a woman here, there was a woman in the Bronx who, anytime anybody goes, she tell them, come with her, she don't want to talk to nobody. Anyway, she passed and her son wanted to speak. So her son, I went on speaking and tell him, I want to know about the family. I think it's time that our children understood our generation. So I'm able now to go back to 1841. But one of the things I learned about was Razaman Guy, who apparently my grandfather was 6'7", and he said he used to afraid sheep. He still have a whistle we do. He used to stand up, he used to stand up by Tan Street car and whistle for mother come. I used to just carry brass and I'm back man. So the guy there who would have been her great nephew told me that she was always telling people that, gal, your tongue heavy like a 56. So of course I want to know what did that mean. But during the time of shooting hard labor, which was a period right after slavery, when in America they call it sharecropping, when we were still tied to the land, but we were free, quote unquote. The plows that we pushed, they had a stamp on them, and the heaviest plow had a stamp, 56 stamps on it. So when somebody from that generation say, yeah, boy, if your tongue heavy like a 56, I mean you had a lot of heavy to say. And I just happened to be researching. I was at the time researching to do a collection of poems. And when he said that, the bell went bing. I was like, what a perfect title for a book of poems. So I'm going to read a couple pieces from this and maybe a song, and then I get out. You guys, that's cool? You good? You sure? Yeah. So a poem from Freetown, having at 56. This is called Native Tongue. I didn't call ahead and tell you guys and tell everybody to make the topic about dialect, but I think that's perfect. That's called it safely. You ready?
Yes.
And if you guys know this part, sing along. Native Tongue. Fundisa fish and fat. If you want them for coming to see that slap the turbo back now. Fundisa fish and fat. Come to see that. If you want them for coming to see that slap the turbo back now. When my mother could come, yam off your finger, it will make you lick off your finger. Hey, you lick off your finger, that is mine. Don't make you lick off your finger. Fundisa fish and fat, nothing sweeter than that. If you want them to come to the sweet, that slap the job up and tap. 34 years on foreign soil, toiling away, trying to find my voice in a fitting or get-out world, enduring banana boat teasing, hiding native tongue to get along, bent under the wave of hegemonic bias by people with skin like the one I'm eating, pissed off thinking I want their place, on an American totem pole of class last before a century of immigrants who came with the right white skin and got Ellis Island in, each taking a stairwell of black backs up the place in the Statue of Liberty. I swallow words and I ride along. Head down, mother tongue tucked away, avoiding confrontation. African American by proxy, talking fluent Yankee, relegating native mouth to home and private moments till moments grow in distance, till memories grow in distance, till native tongue grows distant into ancient memories, banished to special occasions when people come, or if you go to Brooklyn, land of 1,000 immigrants, the flood of native tongues rush your senses, plucks your brain away from fitting in long enough to drown in the embrace of culture, long enough to remember where you come from and why you are doing ya. The Yankee words cease, run out, stop, dry up, nothing comes. Vomit up a mouthful of words to become a poet, nothing comes. Words return in a flood of patois. Voice inside me says, one cannot write the words in them how you just think them in your head before you change them in a Yankee for writing them down. Muse comes back dressed in a calypso of tropical words, bright and bursting with life. That was nice. This one. Sugar. You know that sugar cane processing, right? They catch you Alberta. Maybe the sugar cane expert. You see, when I went to Nigeria, they have that purple, the purple one, every day sugar cane coming from there. That's usually south. $10 worth of sugar every day. I love it. So, but just to talk about old sweat as African people, sugar cane processing, picking cotton look like a walk in the park, you know that? And I'm not knocking any processing or what was worse than, but just to go and read a book. Just to go and read a book on the process, right? Of what it was to pick sugarcane from prepare the field, to plant it, to take it, and carry it to the mill. You know, they had a man whose job was to stand next to the crushing wheel with a cutlass in his hand. Yeah. That was his job. Yeah. And you know what his job was, right? Anybody can catch a chop off the hand. Yeah. That was his job. 12 or 18 hours a day, that was his job. Sometimes a woman did have a chop off. Murderation, right? Okay, sugar. I come from sugarcane people who cut cane so the white people in Europe could have sweetened them tea. I come from sugarcane people who cut cane so the white people in Europe could have sweetened them tea. Sip it slow while them exploit me. I come from sugarcane people who cut cane so the white people in Europe could have sweetened them tea. You sound like Shatcher, because I hear him school me. I just added that. I come from sugarcane people who cut cane so the white people in Europe could have sweetened them tea. Cutlass and ducky water boots. Sun up to sun gone, sweating sugar water, drinking sugar water. Fiber from cocos bag have a strain out of dirty brown sugar. Them safe for poor people. Table full of white people chowing. Ton salt, cutting them stood on saltfish. Overripe banana and pumpkin ton fritters. And them follow them nose out of the big house. Down to where all day. With a little coal pot full of charcoal and ashes. I make something out of the little nothing in Yahweh every day. I survive and I shoot hard labor. I get little and nothing for do everything till every stalk of cane gone and mill. So when you see me and yam sugar cane, sweet with the labor of my igoons gone. Mouth full of sweat, igoons is Yoruba for ancestors. And we come from the right of Biafra. So most of us are either tree, which is where they call Ghana now, or Yoruba. Right? I like intelligent questions. Right? With the sake of igoons, yeah. Mouth full of sweat and perseverance. Suck from stalks, grown in soil rich with the blood of their tears, know that I live in the glow of their hope. Call their names in the shadow of the remnants of those sugarcane mills, still dotting the landscape today, decaying odes to the blood sacrifice of sugarcane people who cut cane so the white people in the hereof and sweeten them teeth. I'm welcome here and a piece and I'm out. Okay, everybody still good? Yeah. I want to tell a lie now. You're hungry? Yes. Okay, so somebody didn't look at the thing, I went looking for mine. It's called, yeah, we are hungry. No, I'm looking for one. Bang you. Ready? Coconut and saltfish. Chop up and saltfish. Coconut, mother coconut, chop up and saltfish recipe. You ready? Yes. So put that pen up and this is the top, this is the best. The recipe is on page 62. Like that. Okay, ready? First, you have to grate the coconut. I'll get one of the little nappy head, peasy head boy, I can't do it. Till I was about 20, that was my official job. First, you have to grate the coconut and grate sweet potato. Mixing cinnamon and nutmeg and little essence with little water and stir them. Stir till everything mixing and throw in little flour. Mix them up properly. See how a nice batter. And then we'll get some banana leaf. Pour in the batter and wrap them up nice. Use a strip off the leaf to tie them up. And drop them in the hot water. Make sure you boil first. When them are boiled, peel and cut 2 eggplant and boil them with some okra and fresh spinach. When they're done boiled, drain off the water and mix in the butter and some black pepper and chop them up good till everything mixes in. And when that's done, take the saltfish, make sure you boil them up a couple times to take off all the salt. Put on some onion, green pepper, scotch bonnet, and little oil and little tomato paste in one frying pan, and then add in the saltfish and stir them up a little bit, but not too much. Because I don't want the saltfish chop up a little too much. Cover them and mix and make them boil out a little bit. When you're ready, just take the coconut out of the leaf and set them in one plate. Some people are going to want to, because you know they love your grandmother coconut. Take some of the chop and put them on the plate. Take out the strong saltfish and put them on top of the chop. Ready for the yam? Yes. Alright. I'm going to let you guys hear something here. Just be a little, come right. But this on the plate, and I'm going to go back in the mic, I promise. So, this on the plate. A lot of you guys, I don't know if I had a chance to officially thank you guys, but in 2017 we took the play to Broadway. And we sold out all the and people in this building were absolutely an ally in filling that place at least 3 other nights. I was very, very proud to hear that the producer come and say that most of the people in the place, I think it was the final night, he came and said that over 75% of the people in the place were from Antigua. And you can hear it. Awesome. So thank you guys for that. So a little piece of self-portrait and frame.
The wrong part first kick in.
So mother dies, I know everybody come from America, come tell mommy she have to come to America with them. Your girl, how are you tap here for? Mother gone. Nothing don't feel alright, the picking ain't gonna have better life up there. And God's on left here already, what are you gonna do? So mommy gave in. Sent away to Barbados for visas. And we started planning our legal migration to America. I can remember the Sunday morning she gave us the good news. Church had just let out. And I was trying to steal away with my new girlfriend, Lucinda Cadet. For a little after church petting. Mommy caught us as we made the bend of the corner. You boy, where are you go? No way, mommy. No way, boy, come here. Come here. Yes, mommy. Son, I have wonderful news. The visas from Barbados have arrived. Your auntie and I'm going to be sending the money for the tickets. We're leaving for America soon. But mommy, no, I'm going to America. Young man, you speak properly. Mother, I'd much rather stay here in Antigua with grandfather. She hated when we did that, you know. She called it speaking properly. Just if you get down, you just get in Antigua and back to come out. You look at what I say, tap the rashes at one. Yes, mommy. But mommy, you know what, I'm going to America. Nothing I'm going to marry about America. You know why I'm buying no mango there in the supermarket, you want to pick them off a mango tree on the side. And the milk and honey don't share out. There's only hand-to-mouth living in government projects where guns are barking instead of dogs and the sirens have replaced the sounds of the crickets and frogs at night. Policeman keeps watching me. I see him creeping to my dreams, arresting my aspirations. So mommy, you know why I'm going to America? I'm not now going to marry about America. That'd be nice, you know? When I think of home, right? I think of marbles. Winner take all. Yes. And these big arguments we used to have about whether the winner take all rule was even in effect. Kite from coconut tree grandstand with some grandmother cloth to make the kite tail and some grandfather string to fly the kite. We would run and fly kite all day to buck up glass buckle and cassie and hot asphalt that make you hop like Masai. Climbing mango tree and yamming mango till the juice run down your arm and drip off your elbow. Guava crease, guava cheese, and bread and cheese, and bun and cheese. And Mr. Daniel's coconut tart and make your heart jump for Carnival. Jump for Juve man and I'll wind up behind some same body girl. No care what nobody tell you, you will always be my sugar. Running from John Bull, running from Macajumbi. Running to play all day Sunday in the turquoise ocean and eat purple beach grapes and red juicy pomegranates and yellow June plum and sweet sap and sour sap. Grandmother used to make you eat this time of the sour sap when you pee in the bed for make you stop pee in the bed. And if you cover up under a cover with sour sap leaves when you have fever. Rain falling on galvanized roof that lull lovers to bed and children to sleep. To awaken to the cock-a-doodle-doo of the cock-fowl at dawn and run and play again all day and remember the joy of a third world boy, oblivious to this USA. You know, I spent the first third of my life at my grandmother's pink and yellow house, Temple Street in the Caribbean. Sun-kissed day, we would climb fruit trees and eat our bellies full. Pelt each other with the wet, juicy seeds which would stain your clothes and bring a box ear when you got home later. Hanging out in the tailor shop with my grandfather learning to iron and sew, cut cloth. See, he was an artist working as a tailor to make a living. I could see his love of colors and patterns in the clothes I chose. He was absolutely my first influence. 85-degree Christmas morning where I would run and play outside all day with my brother Jamie and my sister Nikki and all the new toys we got. Being in the kitchen with my grandmother, learning all of her recipes serendipitously. See, in the 70s, we still had an outside shopper. An outside shit house, an outside kitchen. So she would stand in that outside kitchen and call to us, "You little boy, come on, chuck and fan them flies from half of the food." So that was our job, fanning flies away from the food that she cooked. And that's how we got the recipes. Because she never said, "You're going to need 1 teaspoon of this and 2 cups of that." She would say, "You little boy, come up bring 2 scales and give me and bring some time too." I said, "Stop farming the food and go bring the something to give me." What she did drill into us as she cooked were her life's rules. I better learn how to cook. Yes, mother. And I better learn how to clean. Yes, mother. And I better learn how to wash and iron. Yes, mother. Yes, mother. And I better learn how to sew. Yes, mother. Yes, mother. Because if I don't know how to do them someday, woman are going to take advantage of that and turn out in a party show. Yes, mother. Let me tell you, cats I met up here in America didn't have grandmothers like mine. So their women, treat them like puppy shows, clowns. Me, I have yet to find a woman that could cook, clean, iron, so better than me. And they always say, I was taught by Evangeline Ursula Bakery, Bartley, the dad of Antigua cooking. Me see she take pot and lift off the pot with she bare hand and turn the coal with she bare hand. They're called champion cooker. Okay? So, favorite woman, I love her. Tell her one more. I think of her. What are you looking at? I remember waking up Sunday morning to the smell of saltfish. See, she would get up early in the morning and boil the saltfish and I would go to church. And when she came back home, she would finish the breakfast. Yes. Boil the egg and then make the chop with the eggplant, spinach and cook together and chop up and chop. And then cut up the tomato and the cucumber. And then fry the plantain. And then send me and my brother Djeli to Mr. Daniel's Bakery for fresh bread without with the smell. Blocks away, man. I mean, usually when Mr. Daniel's gave the bread, just come out of the oven and piping hot. And the bread become black, way out of the center. Which I used to pull off and eat, which mother me hate. So I decide, instead of two, I get in the job every week. I just take turns. So when I come in, and mother the bread, she said, which one are you? Never have the bread plant. And I would say, Jay, do one. And I get a cup, he get a cup upside his head, I run in the backyard and never have the rest of the plant, but I laugh. You know? The following week, I come in and dish the bread plant. He said, which one are you picking in the boy? Never have the bread plant. And he would go, yeah, you do it. He get my box and I run out the backyard and crack up laughing, you know? And she would make real cup of tea. Real chocolate sticks. And no powdered shit from Nestle's Quicks. Yeah? Grandmother. You guys still good? Yeah. What about the stand-up? Keyboard, you good? I make she go hurt. One more debt. Okay, here's something that's going to be on the new album. Okay? It's called Help Me Out. It's my attempt at singing. But since you say baby, right? I'm not telling baby to be listening. Okay? Ready? Yeah. The song is about community. About the day when we used to love each other. We can go next door and borrow a cup of sugar. You know? When people used to look outside and say, look, boy, what you doing there? You know you're not supposed to do. I'm going to tell them when they come and you run inside and tell them your ass will get cut tonight. It's all about those times. They remember what it was like to be a neighbor. It's called Help Me Out. Brother, can you help me out? Can you spare some time? I am trying to figure out here what is on your mind. Why don't you love freedom? Yeah, yeah. Why don't you love you? Why are you still fighting me, brother, when I'm fighting to free you? Sitting in your stupor, taking what they give, holding on to stereotypes, my brother. They tell us how to live, killing one another, dying every day. Baby mother running round my brother, yeah, and she's trying to find a way to raise them seeds. You're leaving, leaving all alone. Got them growing up like you, brother, growing up like you, brother, with no daddy in their home. Come on, come on, come on, come on, break the circle, brother. Teach them how to be a man. Teach them how to love their children, yeah, so they don't get asked why they ran. And girl, I keep you clapping to what I got to say. But you know, sister dear, listen here, I got a bone I need to pick with you today. Sister, listen to me. Hey, you ain't doing no better. Yeah, yeah. Holding up your hand. I just passed you at the nail salon. Yeah, sister. Talking ish about your friends. And I should sex the brothers. Yes, the one with all the gold and the money and the diamonds and the Lexus and the pockets filled with gold. Come on, break this circle, sister. Teach them. Yeah, so sister, can you help me out? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you spare some time? I am trying to figure out when you're talking what you really got in there inside your mind. Whoa, come on, brother. Come on, sister, you can do this thing much better. Come on, brother, come on, sister, you can do this thing much better. Help me out, 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 help me out. Okay, you'll get back up. Oh, I don't got no part. You know how Black Americans sing. I don't got no notes, sorry. Everybody all right still? Thank you for your audience. I enjoyed it. The cops let me know and tell you what I say, okay? Peace out. Get up,